There are a lot of people waiting for this webinar, and we'll be covering a lot. So it will be jam-packed with information, and at the end we'll share some tips on how you can boost your brain function right away. Write in the comments from where are you watching. Today we'll be getting understanding on how your gut affects your mind and your overall well-being. So my name is Elizabeta Bojanowski, and I'm nutritional therapist and help people heal their gut. Hi Sandy from Texas, USA. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for this webinar on the gut-brain connection. And as I said, I'm a nutritional therapist dedicated for helping people heal their gut in a natural way in a step-by-step process. So this is my passion and this is what I do. We will have Q&A sessions at the end, so you can write your questions along the way or at the end. And also for everybody who is live here, I'm giving a bonus. I'm giving 10 brain boosting foods that you can start using right away to improve your brain function, plus with the recipe. If you keep staying with me till the end, and you will get this PDF document that I've prepared for you, all of you. Okay, so let me ask you something. So how are you feeling today or these days? So common symptoms that people have sent to me, they said they have constant headaches and they're not sure if these headaches are connected to the tummy, to the gut, what is going on in the gut. Then overall dissatisfaction with the life, like borderline depression, and uncertain if anxiety is causing the stomach problems or vice versa, or the stomach problems are causing the anxiety. This is a very good question, and I will explain later on actually what is going on. Then maybe you're having lack of drive, like feeling exhausted, you have brain fog, and you have no interest in activities you once loved doing. Like for everything for you, it's not interesting anymore. So you're just like without feelings anymore. So maybe you feel like that. Maybe you're feeling easily bored, like you don't have lack of interest in wishes or hobbies that you before you were passionate about, but now you're not passionate about anymore. Hey, hi Eliza from South Africa. I hope you will stay with me till the end. So it will be like around 1 hour. I will try to keep it as much short and precise as possible. Okay, so some people reported that now they feel like they're not participating in activities like they used to love, like hiking, kayaking, running, or playing with kids, grandkids anymore. So you just feel loss of drive in your life. People are reporting that they just feel overall like they're not themselves anymore. You're not like you used to be. You have concentration issues, memory issues, brain fog, so forgetting things and difficulty finding words. So you notice that something is off, right? So let's see what is actually going on. As I said, at the end I will be giving to everybody who will stay here live till the end 10 brain boosting superfoods that you can start immediately implementing and incorporating in your diet. And there are also recipes. Keep here with me and you will not regret. It's a very informative session. So the gut-brain connection, you have probably heard everywhere that our gut is connected with our brain, which is true. And they're in constant communication between each other through the gut-brain axis. You have probably heard about gut-brain axis, which I will explain shortly. What is it? And this connection influences your mood, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Imbalances in your gut can lead to mental health issues and vice versa. Okay, so this is a two-way street, and I will explain how this actually works. There are three systems involved in the gut-brain connection: enteric nervous system, vagus nerve, and the gut microbiome. Okay, so number one, it's enteric nervous system. What is this? Enteric means inside. So inside we have nervous system. We have, nerve cells all around our body. When you touch your hand, of course you're feeling, right? Is it hot? Is it cold? Or is it painful? So we have nerve cells everywhere. But in our gut, in our intestines, all around our intestines, there are nerve cells. These nerve cells are in constant communication between themselves and plus with the brain. It means that, for example, let's say you eat some First, let's say your mother or wife prepared a delicious meal that you love the most, and it's very tasty, and you sit at the table and you start smelling and you start chewing the food. What happens at this time? I will just briefly explain the digestion, how it works. I have a video series about that on my YouTube channel, but I'll try to explain shortly how this all happens, how this normally functions. So when we start chewing the food, the nerve cells, they send signals from the mouth down to the stomach that, okay, messages are sent that food is coming. What does our stomach do? The stomach, before releasing the stomach acid, they need to protect the gut wall from the acidity, of course. Otherwise, it will burn. It's coating it with a protective layer, and then it starts releasing the pH, the stomach acid, to reach the pH between 2 and 3, very acidic, of course. And this acidity in the stomach, we know that it's killing the bad guys, the bad bacteria, and it's not allowing the bad bacteria to thrive. When the stomach is full, these nerve cells, which are around the stomach now, when it's full, first it's sending signal to the brain that, okay, we are full and we don't want to eat anymore, so you feel satisfied. The satiety hormone, this is the messenger that is sending to the brain. It's leptin, I think, and ghrelin is the hunger hormone. Then the brain tells you to stop eating, and then the esophagus sphincter, the muscle, is closed. So no more eating. Now when the food is chiming, it's blending there in the stomach, the nerve cells which are around the stomach, they send signals to the further down the digestive tract, like sending signal to the pancreas. Okay, listen, now I need you to release some enzymes. Okay, they're sending signal to the gallbladder. Now I need you to release some bile, prepare to releasing a bile. And they start releasing the juices. Then the food goes into the intestines and starts digesting, of course, the fats, the carbs and everything, and proteins. And it's like that, step by step. So every organ sends signals to the next organ, get ready to do their function next, what is designed to do. And then the contraction happens, of course. The muscles are communicating. They're sending signals to the muscles. They need to contract. They need to push the food further down. And then we have like a normal digestion. And we poop normally. And it's called second brain because it has from 100 to 600 million neurons in our gut. And they call it a second brain. Our brain has 86 billion neurons, but our gut has up to 600 million neurons. So it has so many neurons, so many signaling happening, and it's very sensitive. It's called autonomic nervous system, so it can function by itself. And it's sending signals also, as I said, to the brain. If you feel full, hungry. If there is inflammation, it's sending signals, of course, again. If there is pain, it's sending signals again. Brain fog, headache. So all this, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing in the brain, is coming from the digestion. What is happening in your gut? Okay, so now let's see the second one. The second one was vagus nerve. Everything what's happening, the signaling, is going through this very important nerve. It's going from behind the head and down to your tailbone. It's like a highway where the signaling molecules travel. And this highway, this vagus nerve, it's like spreading branches. It's connecting all the organs around it. It's going down and up. So it's connected with the lungs, it's connected with the heart, it's connected, these neurons, with the liver, with the stomach, with the pancreas, with the digestive system, with the intestines, with everything. So all the signaling on nerve cells, like neurons, are sending signals through this vagus nerve and to all the organs. They can sense what is going on. Well, you have probably heard about the vagus nerve, and now you know what is it for. Next, gut microbiome sends signals. So now we are here to explain what is happening actually in our gut. When the food reaches the gut, and the bacteria that lives in our gut are involved in our gut-brain connection. So whatever happens, if the guts are happy, they're sending good signals like serotonin, they're producing dopamine and everything, and they send messages to the brain. They also produce other chemicals. If there is inflammation, of course, they're sending inflammatory chemicals like interleukins, like calprotectin. So some people, when they have inflammation, they are checking for the inflammatory markers, right? And the gut provides approximately 95% of total body serotonin. So the happiness hormones are actually produced in our gut. So if our bugs are happy, they will produce, and they will these messages will be sent to the brain, and you will feel happy. And more than 50% of the dopamine is synthesized in the gut and can be regulated by the gut microbiota. So recent studies have shown that the gut microbiome may be involved in various neurological, mental health, and functional gastrointestinal disorders. What does it mean? This means that if your gut is dysfunctional, they can cause persistent symptoms, but they don't have like obvious physical cause like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and who have mental disorders like anxiety. Hi Rajesh, hi, thank you for watching. When our gut is functioning normally and the signals are sent to the brain through the vagus nerve, the beneficiary signaling molecules like, as I said, like serotonin and dopamine, and the brain will feel happy. If the gut bugs are happy, in the microbiome, they said it's like a separate organ. It's called microbiome. It's a symbiotic relationship between the bacteria, viruses, archaea, so single cell organism, yeast. They're all living here in harmony until we destroy this harmony with antibiotics and different things, medications. So what can cause the gut-brain imbalance? Potential causes are past trauma, emotional and psychological trauma can disrupt the gut health. Like if you had maybe in your childhood, you have been maybe molested, or maybe you had like trauma, like your parent passed away, or somebody close to you. Maybe you have relationship issues, you had some trauma that you have experienced. Many of my clients, they said it all happened since my childhood. Since I had maybe parents divorced or something happened in their childhood, they start experiencing gut issues. Then many people they used to have like bad lifestyle habits. They had poor diet, they were eating junk food like sad diet, standard American diet, lack of exercise, inadequate sleep, like working shift works, and this also affect gut health, and they are aware of that. But now they said, I'm trying to eat healthy, but I'm still not where I want to be. Next one, as I mentioned, medications. So overuse of antibiotics and other medications can harm your gut flora. Because medications, as you know, they're made in a laboratory, in a lab, and they are not something which is naturally you can find in nature, that our body can recognize. We are a human being, and we are from nature, and our gut bugs, they can recognize something which is natural, and they can extract and digest and take the nutrients and feed our cells. But if it's something that is foreign, which is made in a lab, it's treating it as a toxin, as a foreign thing, and it's trying to attack and trying to destroy it. Many people have told me that from overuse of maybe antidepressants or overuse of PPIs, proton pump antacids, they have experienced after that worsening of their gut symptoms and pain and bloating and everything. The next one is stress. Chronic stress negatively impacts both gut and brain health. As I previously mentioned, that stress, when we are stressed, maybe running from an animal, or we want to either fight the animal or run away from it. So how is the reaction of our body? The reaction is your body is trying to protect you, of course. At that moment, it's all its forces, it's the blood flow and the energy goes into the brain and in the muscles to run away or to fight, to find a way how to escape. At that moment, digestion is not important for the body anymore. It doesn't focus on digestion. It doesn't focus also on the reproductivity or the fertility. And the thing is that nowadays we don't have anybody. I mean, animals are not chasing us, right? But we have maybe stressful job. We have deadlines to follow. We have maybe some annoying coworker or annoying manager who is putting pressure on us, making us stressed and nervous. Maybe you have a stressful relationship. Maybe you have sick parents, or maybe problems with your kids. So this is like a chronic, constant stress on everyday life that but your body cannot recognize, is it an animal or is it your coworker making this? But the reaction on the body is the same actually. So your body's digestion It's not important during the stressful period. Doesn't work. So the enzymes are not produced, the pH is not good in the stomach. So when the pH is not between 2 and 3, if there is less pH, less acidity produced, then what happens? Then the pH is more towards alkaline, and then bacteria starts to thrive, like H. pylori. Many people complain with H. pylori, and this bacteria lives in a slightly more towards alkaline environment, and they cannot eradicate it, right? And this bacteria is very it's deliberately stopping the production of the acid in the gut by itself, and it's causing ulcers, and it can cause stomach cancers. Okay. But what do you think? Many of the people think that the first thing to do is to kill it. Not to change the environment, the lifestyle, but to kill it. So this is the wrong approach to the healing process. Killing the bad guys. No. We need to change the lifestyle, to change the environment, to change the surroundings where this bacteria lives, and then they will automatically get away and die and be eliminated. So, like I said, it often starts with like slight symptoms like acid reflux and bloating, and then it progresses to more severe problems like constipation, body pain, thyroid issues, fatigue, brain fog, and concentration problems, right? So it usually starts with something which is like, okay, you go to doctor. Typically, the response is to visit to the doctor and get prescribed some medication, and then the medication will do some good maybe for a while. You will feel better, and you think, okay, I can live like this. It's not a big problem. It's not a huge health issue. But later on, slowly, it will develop in another gut problems, another gut issues. Hi, Andrea from London. Hi. You're in London now. Enjoying there. Nice. Okay, nice to have you here. And like I said, so it often starts with like small symptoms that we think we can manage with medication or with some things that is easily managed. Evelyn from Namibia. Hi. So we have from all over the world, from all four continents, I think. That's perfect. Yeah, so this is a vicious cycle, right? So we get medications, we do more damage to the gut, and the symptoms will exacerbate, and it will become worse and worse. Let's see some scientific supports, which explains, like for study one that I have researched and found so many studies, but I picked few of them. The research on the gut microbiota role in the mental health with the Harvard Health Publishing study. They found out that the gut microbiome plays a shaping role in a variety of psychiatric disorders, including major depressive disorder, including autism, anxiety, and neuropsychiatric disorders. So all of the autism and, I don't know, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, all these brain diseases are influenced by our gut microbiome. And the impact of antibiotics on gut health and subsequent mental health issues from the National Institute of Health, it says that one round of antibiotics for UTIs increases the possibility for depression 25% for the following year. Imagine, I have so many people that are having recurrent UTIs, and the standard of care is just giving antibiotics for these UTIs over and over again, and it's not healing. Okay, and I want to give you some tips. Like, I mean, I don't have anything against antibiotics. Of course, disclaimer here. This is nothing for treating or to heal anybody. This is just for information purposes only, because I don't know your history, your health, lifestyle, and nothing. This is just for information. So I wanted to inform you that the recurrent infections of UTI, just not addressing the lifestyle, but trying to kill the infection with antibiotics, it's the wrong approach. I remember I used to have recurrent UTIs a long time ago, but not anymore. And I was getting like antibiotics, same treatment, and these antibiotics made rash all over my hands, and then I have another antibiotics too for the rash, and it's a vicious cycle. So it's getting over and over again. And so sometimes antibiotics can be really helpful. I'm not against that, but we have to know that that's not the solution of the problem. Study number 3, the relationship between chronic stress, gut health, and anxiety from American Psychological Associations. They said the stress-induced enteric dysbiosis and intestinal permeability, to leaky gut, confer risk for negative mental health outcomes through immunoregulatory, endocrinal, and neural pathways. So we will go a little bit deeper in this section to see how this intestinal permeability can affect our brain. Okay. Yeah. Let's go now. So this is intestinal permeability, leaky gut, and you have heard maybe from before that 70% of our immune system resides in our gut. What does this mean? You can see from this picture on the left side, you can see the gut cells. They are like bricks, like dominoes next to each other, one next to each other. And Fiona says, yes, me too. Many cycles of antibiotics for UTIs, but this was often not necessary. Yeah. So tell me, Fiona, since when was the last time you had the UTI before we addressed the gut, right? It was just a few years ago. I hope you don't have any more UTIs, right? Yeah, so let's see now leaky gut syndrome. You can see on the left side, the cells are there, like dominoes next to each other, and you can see on the top there is like mucosal lining, like a blue, like a water. So this is the protection of the cells of the gut wall, and there are food particles, and the digestion happens, and the bacteria are there above that. So when the food comes, and the bacteria will digest the food, and it will make it in the very small particles like amino acids, vitamins, minerals, everything what is necessary, and then this goes into the mucosal lining. It's like a detective work. So here our immunity, our immune cells are there, macrophages, there are different types of immune cells there, macrophages, dendritic cells, neutrophils, eosinophils. There are a lot of immune cells that reside there. So if there is, let's say, toxic or bacteria, bad bacteria, this will take care of it here. If it's a little bit, they can take care of it. It's not a big problem, you will not feel it, and it's okay. But what happens when, let's say, we eat, for example, one apple, which is sprayed with pesticides and herbicides and whatever, and there are toxins in it. Okay, so now the toxins will go into this mucous lining, and they will try to send signals. These immune cells are talking to each other, sending signals, of course, to inflammatory markers. Like, for example, when people will take a stool test, and they will see, let's say, the inflammatory markers are high, like calprotectin, and maybe IgA is increased, maybe interleukins are increased, all the inflammatory markers are increased. That means there is fight going on in this mucosal lining, okay, in this area where our immune cells are fighting for us. They're trying to kill, they're trying to disable this toxin not to get into the blood, because below, you can see below the cells there is blood circulation. So if it goes in the blood, now we will see what happens. So let's say you eat one apple, then you eat some fried food, and these inflammatory oils, they will also damage the mucosal lining. There will be more inflammation, and there will be more and more you eat. Maybe you drink some, for example, coffee. Yeah, coffee that we like the most. Coffee is the most sprayed, and when you drink coffee, it's the most sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. So when you drink coffee, actually we are drinking clear toxins. Okay, let's say you buy organic, but organic, it doesn't matter. The coffee has mycotoxins from the mold exposure in the warehouses. So again, it's a toxin, and it's also irritating the gut wall. It's like this mucosal lining and the immune cells, and also it creates raises the cortisol, as we know. That's why we drink the coffee, right? For the lift up, to feel more lift up. But the cortisol itself is creating leaky gut, so it's damaging this mucosal lining and the gut cells. So if we constantly, repeatedly do these things, maybe we catch some bacteria, we have like diarrhea, and that's food poisoning or something. So this is how we damage the mucosal lining. We damage the if we are under stress, as I explained, there will be no digestion happening. It will be like undigested food particles. So the gut cannot digest and cannot assimilate the nutrients from the food to be able to feed ourselves. And we disrupt our gut wall. So we disrupt our immunity here, and then the cells are naked. Okay, so then we start damaging the cells, and we break the junctions. Okay, we make a big holes. And what happens when we have a big hole? When we have like bigger spacing between these cells, then we have the bigger particles, like food particles. So then we become intolerant to foods, of course. When the bigger particles go into the blood, and the blood will take it everywhere. We know the blood circulates all over our body. It can take it in the brain, because now we are talking about the brain. And then we have brain inflammation. So if we have a leaky gut, we have a leaky brain, and we have immune cells in the brain that are fighting for our brain to protect it. It's called glial cells. And these, when they start fighting, there's like a storm. You cannot easily calm them. And usually, they said the patients who have IBS or gut inflammation, they have white lesions in the brain. On MRI, they have checked. So this means if you have inflammation in your gut, you have inflammation in the brain automatically. Okay, let me see. Yeah, actually these are the numbers. 43% of the Crohn's, people who with Crohn's, and 46% of people with ulcerative colitis, so inflammation in the gut. This is damaged gut wall, damaged stomach, damaged intestines. On MRI, they have white matter lesions in the brain. So leaky gut is very important, and it's damaging for our brain. Yeah, there was one, you can Google search this one. It's called the SMILES trial from 2015. They have gathered random people, but they were all tested for experiencing clinical depression, of course, according to the clinical checklist symptoms. And they divide them in two groups to have this the similar amount of people who are doing similar things. Of course, they ask for if they're smoking, if they're exercising, their lifestyles and everything, the age group, and they divide it properly in two groups. They give on the one group, all the members, they were treating them with psychologists or psychiatrists, I don't know exactly this. There was a member from the group, from the psychiatry, from the people who were doing this trial, to discuss subjects with them every day on a daily basis, subjects that they enjoy, like positive things, what they like. So it was like a psychological treatment, right? The second group, they got the same thing every day. They had like a discussion with the psychiatrist, talking about nice things, good things, positive things. Plus, they were following a diet plan, which is they name it modified Mediterranean diet. So they were trying to give them healthy food for I think it was like 3 months or like that. So at the end of the trial, so 1/3 of those people who got of the second group, so that's 33% of the group that had psychiatrical help plus dietary support, they met the criteria for remission of major depression. So clinically they were tested, they were said they are not depressed anymore. So imagine 33% who had the both treatments, and compared to 8% of those who got only the social support group, just talking nicely and discussing for nice things and positive things. So even here also you can see there is 8%. So there is also some changes. So also we can see from this that gut has more impact on the health, on the brain, on the depression, than the brain itself. Brain also can, but the gut has more bigger influence in the brain. Okay, so let's see for some clients that I have been working with. We had one of the clients here, she had totally burned out. She had anxiety, stress, bloated, fatigue, exhaustion. And after that plan, step-by-step process, we were following steps to heal the gut, of course, and also stress releasing techniques to change in a more relaxed state, the body to be more relaxed, not to be in the stress. And after this period of treatment, she had no bloating anymore, anxiety was dramatically reduced, and no more fatigue. She was saying that that the most important thing for her was having the menu planner and these alternative foods, which really help reduce the anxiety, because many people here are trying their it's difficult for them to find what food is right for them, right? It's what is because they think, I mean, everybody will think, okay, if I eat this, it will cause me bloating, it will cause me pain. So it's creating anxiety. The food itself is creating anxiety, right? So having finding what is right for a person is really important in reducing the anxiety also. So she said less pain and discomfort. So sense that food is going to damage is not that strong, right? I definitely have more energy and have started doing new activities. So after she started working, she said she started working again because she had more energy, more brain clarity, and less anxiety. The second client that I was working with, she had anxiety, borderline depression, and she was stressed and bloated. And it was started by the childhood trauma, like maybe many of you had. And after following the diet plan step by step with stress releasing techniques, there was no bloating anymore, zero stress, and clear head, of course. And she said, I'm generally much happier and I lost 4 kilos. That's very quickly for 1 month. And my head is clearer, calmer. My hair loss dramatically improved. Many people have hair loss due to the inflammation. Like if we have inflammation in the gut, we have inflammation in the brain, and our cells are inflamed. And then we have a hair loss. And she said, no anxiety anymore, thank you, and I'm a new person, she said. And I have one more client. I want to mention this client also, that she's a teacher, and she had really issues with brain fog, forgetting words, and low energy. Imagine when you're teaching the kids and you forget what you want to say, you forget to teach, you cannot concentrate. it's really stressful thing to have, because maybe she can lose the job, and it's really important to get your brain clear again. So after the diet plan and following the steps that I usually follow, the stress release techniques also, she said she didn't have no more stomach discomfort. She used to have the stomach discomfort also. So no more brain fog, no itchy limbs. She used to have that. She didn't report before, but later on. And no mood swings, of course. And now she said she has better memory, no, not forgetting words anymore. She's better teacher now. And she has more energy now. Okay. Yeah, so how can I help you? Okay, so my approach is to personalize dietary and lifestyle plans tailored to your needs. Of course, we have to eliminate the triggers first, and make a personalized diet for everyone, and continuous support and guidance throughout your healing journey, and emphasize on natural and holistic methods for long-term health. This is a four-step approach that many of you maybe know. Eliminating the triggers, as I said, healing the leaky gut, bringing the good guys back again. So maybe many of you know that we are also feeding, the last step is feeding the good guys. And we also focus on detoxification, of course, because there are toxins everywhere in our daily life, and we have to eliminate them on a daily basis. Yeah, so I have special offer also for all the participants here. I have my VIP package, which is 1 year follow-ups with 10 consultations. I give now on only for 82 euros per month. Okay, so it's like in installments. I have never done this before. So it includes daily recipes, recommended supplements, the stress techniques that we're discussing all the time, and home exercises, easy. And also 10 consultations with me, follow-ups, and also you can find me on chat, on everywhere. And I will give you also a few tips now how to instantly improve your thoughts and your brain, but the dietary changes must be done in a different way. Okay, so I will post the link later down. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions that I can answer regarding this presentation. Yeah, how do you go about finding out one trigger? So we do one test to find out. Actually, there are different types of intolerances. Some people, there are IgG, which is inside the body. There is IgE, which is like within 2 hours after you eat. You know that one. You can also test them. IgG, IgA, and also the triggers, as you know, are the toxins that we can have to eliminate, the inflammatory food, which is well known. Which one are they? And they are they are eliminated from a diet plan. And then also toxins trigger is the stress. That's what we are working also on, the stress in the program altogether. Okay, so next thing, so as I promised, you will get, all of you who are here alive, we will get for free the 10 brain boosting superfoods PDF file. Just write your email address in the comments, and I will send it to you. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me, this is my email, elizabeth@allforbetterlife.com, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, podcast in this name, Elizabeth Healing Leaky Gut. Okay, so let's go now for a few tips about your brain function. And don't forget, for those, thanks Sandy, so you can all write your emails, and I will send it as soon as this is over. I will send the PDF files directly to your email. Check your spam, junk folder, maybe it will go there. Just make sure you check it, okay? And for those who are ready to start with the proper healing of the gut, of the leaky gut, and all the triggers, eliminating all the triggering foods and stress and the toxins, want to work with me, they can freely. I will post the link just a second, and you can choose the VIP version. You can choose that one to to take the offer that I am offering right now, and this will last only for a few days. Okay, so I'll just copy now. Yeah, let me just go in the comments. Yeah, this is the link where you can join, where you can just choose the VIP offer to get the installments, because this will be only for a few days, valid only. Andrea says, I recommend Elizabeth 100%. Thank you, Andrea. I know we are working together for a few months, and I'm happy for your progress, which is awesome. It's remarkable. And I want to tell everybody that if you're ready to do the work, if you're ready, like Andrea did, so if you're ready to follow all the things that are required for you to get better, you will definitely have improvements in many aspects of your health. For some people, maybe it will come faster. For some people, maybe it will take longer time, but definitely you will see changes, and we can navigate, we can adjust. If you are still working with me, I can help you to move forward and improving your health on a daily basis all the time. Okay, the link is there. So let me just go through. If you have questions, please write in the comment. I will be happy to answer. And like Kate was asking, yeah, Kate, we will do one test that we will find what are your triggers. There is only one test that we do in the program. When you joined, I will explain everything to you, what you need to do. And this is very important part of the puzzle, that it's actually the first step to eliminate the triggers. And while eliminating the triggers, we are eating recipes with a healthy diet, which is good for the bacteria, and it will be easy for the gut bacteria to thrive, and it will not cause discomfort. The bloating will be eliminated very fast. I mean, most of my clients experience, like, in a few weeks, bloating is already drastically eliminated. Okay, 82 euros a month for 12 months. So it's 1 year. VIP is for 1 year. 10 consultations during this year we will have. And you will have the program, the recipes, the techniques for stress relieving, detoxification. And also there is one bonus. We are all doing this green juice, which is cleaning your blood completely. It nourishes your cells, and it's good for moving the intestines. I mean, for the constipation, people who have constipation. It's very good for the brain clarity and energy. I mean, all of us experience energy boost in the morning. No need for coffee anymore. So this is our coffee. Yeah, so that will be also bonus in the program. Yeah, and let me just go through. You can ask the questions. I will go through them again. I'm cutting out gluten and lactose. What else should I cut out? Yeah, Alice. So there are many things that we are cutting out, and what is specifically for you, we have to check in the program. When I'm working with you, I will Andrea says, officially 5 months no coffee. Wow, and you have energy. I'm sure that you have energy. You're totally high with energy. Okay, so Elise, yeah. If you want to work with me in the program, I explain how to find the triggers and what you need to eliminate and what you need to eat, exactly what's right for you. Yeah, so this is very important to design the exact things that it's okay for you to eat, right? And we will find out, and we will design the program and the recipes, and there is alternative food list, how to swap and how to adjust. I will explain everything, no worries. Yeah, Andrea, great, 5 months no coffee. I was 2 years no coffee when I was sick by myself. I know how it feels like, and I had like 3 weeks headaches. Just detox symptoms from the coffee was terrible. but it was worth it. Okay. Yeah, let me now just go with the with the people who have anxiety. What you can do, like right away, I will give you some tips, because when you feel anxiety about something, you're worried or something, right? Uh, the physical characteristics of anxiety is the same as being excited. Like the heart rate starts increasing, the breath is shorter, and your body releases adrenaline, cortisol. So, like you get the same sensory alertness. So it's the same when you're excited and same when you have anxiety. So instead of having anxiety, why you don't? So the difference is your thoughts for the situation. So how you look at the situation. So your thoughts about the situation is different when when you have anxiety, and your thoughts about the situation when you're excited. So why, instead of having anxiety, you just say I'm excited about the things, about the situation that's making you anxious. Just say I'm excited about this situation, and it's completely different. So your thoughts is defining on how you see the situation. So anxiety will be gone, and you will get excited because it's the same feeling. So next time you feel anxious, just do this, please. Uh, Another thing, our brains can communicate, our neurons can communicate with other people's neurons. Like, for example, if you're sitting next to somebody who is crying, it's very hard not to start crying, right? So you feel the emotions, you feel the sadness, right? So it's like contagious. The neurons are mimicking the same feeling, the same situation, the same expression. Like it's like mirroring, right? So this is very important. So you need to be careful who you surround yourself with. Okay. So if you're surrounding yourself with negative people, who is lazy, who is constantly complaining, who is not taking action, and so if you're being around these people, you will start feeling the same like them, right? Because our neurons communicate between the other people who are around us, who we're next to each other. Because stress is contagious, okay? And negativity can be contagious too. So if you are surround yourself with people like this, and you will feel the same, and you will become like them. This is normal. This is scientifically been proven, and so if you surround yourself with people who are always look at the bright side of the things, and they're full with who are lifting you up, who are full with positivity, and you will become one of them, and you will look at the things in the bright way. For example, we have, let's say, two people, positive and negative, and same like the glass. The positive person will see that the glass is half full, but the negative person will see it's half empty, right? Let's say the positive person, if he's looking at the through the window the sunset, he will say, "Oh, what a beautiful sunset outside," and the negative person will say, "Oh, there are so dirty spots on the window, that the window is dirty, or whatever, he cannot see clearly, or whatever." So this is the way of looking at things. It depends on you how you look at the things. So it's like your brain is a garden. So whatever you cannot plant apples and expect strawberries to grow, right? So it depends. Your input, it will equal your output. So if you think positively, if you are ready for action, if you want to move forward, if you want to do things in a better way, then the result will be better. So as we said, as we saw on from the Smiles trial, there was also 8% in improvement in the people who were just thinking positively, talking with the people positive things, right? So if you want to change your life, you need to change the way you speak to yourself, and to change the thoughts that you have, and to surround yourself with the people who will lift you up. And people who are positive are they're not born positive. They are working on themselves on a daily basis to be positive, and they are the people who take action. So if you're surrounded with somebody who is complaining all the time, it will be very difficult for you to make an action, right? It will be hard. Yeah. So and many people are procrastinating. So if you are delaying things, like okay, maybe next month I will do that. Oh, okay, maybe next year or whatever. It's not that you're many people we think that's lack of motivation. It's not lack of motivation or lack of action plan. The problem is actually that your brain wants to keep you safe. From the past experiences, maybe you had been having disappointments, or maybe you have been treated bad, or you have failed like treatment, or you don't believe in anything, and the brain wants to keep you safe, and it doesn't want you to make an action to move forward, that maybe you will be again feeling disappointed, and maybe so you keeps you safe, not moving forward, just stay where you are, not go further, right? So it's not your problem, it's the brain wants to keep you safe, to prevent you from the previous experience, from failures that you have faced. So what is the how to break this vicious cycle? So you need to visualize yourself where you want to be and how you want to feel. So you need to know where you're aiming for and make the action to do that. Maybe you will fail once, maybe next time, third time, but one day it will all be coming true, and you will be the person that you want to be. Healthy, with brain clear, with no more digestion problems, with no issues with your brain, with your thyroid, with your liver, with your acid reflux, with your depression problem. It is possible, believe me, only if we treat it the right way. Yeah, Andrea, I think Sandy is asking you, did you find the follow-ups and consultations super helpful? Yes, so it's definitely needed. Yeah, I have some clients who wanted to take the basic version. I mean, it depends. For the people who just happen to have some digestive issues, maybe the basic version is okay. But for people who have past trauma, who have brain issues, who have leaky gut, who have been suffering for many years with these problems, they need like adjustments and follow-ups from my consultation, and corrections, of course. So I'll make sure that you're moving in the right way, in the right direction. Otherwise you may end up, maybe you will I don't know, if you take the basic version, maybe you will not find it helpful, maybe you cannot navigate through the program, it will be difficult for you. So that's why I always recommend with consultation, because everything that I have learned through all these years, and I have diploma in nutrition, and I have done research, I have been studying a lot, cannot be put everything in the program. Okay, the program is just what you need to do, is a step, but I believe that everybody has questions, like you have questions why we are doing this, or why I need to do this and other people don't have to do this, this is where I need to explain. So if you understand the reason behind why we are doing this, that there is a chance for more success, that you will follow and that you get the results from that. Otherwise, if you don't understand and you don't trust, you don't believe, and nothing will happen. You will not have any progress. This is from my experience, I'm telling you. So people who have follow-ups and consultations and who are following and believe it will help them, it's definitely helping, 100%. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, so if you're suffering for a longer time, I always recommend to have with the consultations, to have the package with the consultation. And now, if you need, of course, you need more consultations, you can have the recommended package, the second one. You can click on the link and you can see the second one I recommend, which is with only 4 consultations, I think. Maybe it will be enough for you. It's okay if you need more, we can schedule more, and it's of course with an extra cost, but there is no installment offer for these two packages, only for the VIP package, which I highly recommend, and we can start working right away. This live video will stay on the Facebook. I will not remove it, and you can, if you missed the first part, I recommend you watch from the beginning. It's very helpful, and I will also extract the most important things, and I will post it in my YouTube channel and Instagram and podcast everywhere. And yeah, so if you have any questions, just for a few days I have only this offer, and let me know, send me an email, send me a message, and we can discuss. And it is possible to increase your brain functions and not have white matter lesions in your brain. People who have IBS and digestive issues, it's definitely they have white lesions, and damaged brains and glial cells are hard to in the immune cells from the brain are hard to get stopped, and they damage the brain by trying to protect you actually from the toxins, from the inflammation. Okay, I think we have enough explanation, and I think I have explained everything to you. If you have gut issues, you have definitely brain issues. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.